Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Houston Texans and the Carolina Panthers. With my good friend Charles Davis in the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and the moment has finally arrived, CD. It's time to begin a new NFL season.
Partner, there's no hiding my excitement as I got ready this morning. I could not wait to get here for this game. Imagine what it's like out there on the field for those players, though. OTAs, training camp, preseason has all led to this moment when they officially kick this one off to get the season underway.
Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. This fielded right at the goal line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, a product of NC State. It's Jacoby Brissett.
Spent the early years of his career bouncing between starter and backup as needed, and played well, but never had a team fully commit to him as their guy. He does retain the toolbox that made him projectable as a starter. Big, strong player with a powerful arm. Deceptively mobile.
Brissett going to go to the air right away. That's complete. It's Collins. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1. A lot more to go. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. Well, a pretty move couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. But not the graphic that this fan base wants to see week 1, Charles. They were hoping to see key acquisitions, some bright spots. Instead, we're talking about injuries, preseason injuries that have guys missing here in this one.
And even in today's football, where everyone does their best to try to have their starters ready for week 1, guys still have to practice, they still have to train, and injuries do crop up. Knowing the group that's supporting this team, want to see that graphic on the screen at the start of this game.
Got a man open, that's Devontae Parker, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 42. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion. Well, on third down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Into the air once more, it's Brissett. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10. Brissett. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And some space here. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Well, just an excellent play there by the defense, not only picking to take it back, because Charles looked like they were in a groove passing the football, several completions until that mistake.
It certainly did appear to be locked in, and with how this offense was moving along, I know we certainly didn't expect to see a pick to end the series. Whatever the cause was, maybe they took one of their scripted plays, maybe the defender just made a great read. It has certainly quickly changed the tone of this one.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 20. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. Boy, fingers crossed here. First quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brissett. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 40. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Brissett. They'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Parker, when you see a screen pass, and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't saved well. Because he should make it feel by the time he threw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
Brissett again. And now look at this. Big game, a fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers.
This drive didn't end well, but if they can keep stringing these together, they'll like what they're doing. That was an 8-play drive before it ended in a fumble. So the takeaway's got to be doing what we want to do and doing it well. Just got to take care of the ball at the end.
So here are the Panthers backed up to start their initial drive. They'll be led out by the man from Old Dominion, the former Monarch, at quarterback Taylor Heineke.
Let's face it, you don't see too many Old Dominion alums suiting up under center in the NFL. And in fact, Taylor Heineke, the first ODU quarterback to suit up for a regular season game, not to mention doing well in the playoffs. This guy's an absolute fighter. Fought for every chance he's had in this league. Attitude, determination, those carry over to his teammates very well.
Scott with it again on 2nd. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And in that yardage gained, they can run that play any down.
They go again with Scott. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And they'll try to throw now. Heineke looking left side. That's caught by Moore. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. 3rd and 7 now. Now Heineke. Over the middle, that's caught by Scott. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. This is taken at the 15. 51 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Second down. Here's Mostert again. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at the 32. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down. A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
Good work that time to get him to jump, and now here's 1st and 10. A run with Mostert up the middle. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Second and 5 now. Brissett, and Cooks has it over the middle. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Up the middle they go with Mostert. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Once again, it's Mostert. Shifts by him at the 25. And he's going to get a solid gain of... Brought down, 2nd and right. They'll run the draw with Mostert. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
On play action, Heineke. Caught out left side by Robinson. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Heineke to throw it. On the move to, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Off the edge, Jerry Hughes gets the sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. 58 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And this will be a Texans first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they're just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. On second down, Mostert. And this will be a Texans first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Play action now. Brissett. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this one is incomplete. After the incomplete pass here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Brissett. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. The Texans on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Looking for the... And oh, he coughed it up. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. It's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
Okay, you and I are sitting up here getting ready to analyze whether they should go for it or not. Did you see the quarterback just point to the sideline and say, everybody back, I've got this call?
Well, you knew this side of the field, they're in plus territory, 4th and 1. He wasn't coming off the field.
No, he wasn't coming off the field. He wouldn't let the offense go with him at all. He said, we're staying out here, and we're picking this one up. That's some leadership right there.
Okay, so roughing the passer, I've got to imagine that's the last thing you want to see week 1 as your quarterback taking an unnecessary hit.
I think you're exactly right about that. You hate it any week, but boy, are you on target. This is just depending on him to take him through 17 games, so you definitely can't let him get hurt right now.
They hand it off to Mostert. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Brissett from the gun on 3rd. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Now a man drafted and then let go by the Panthers. Harrison Butker for the field goal try. Butker's kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Carolina getting set to take the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so They're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Play action now. Here's Heineke. Rolling to his left. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. Working out of the gun. Here's Heineke. He'll get this out wide to Scott. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like. 8 yards there and a first down. 3rd and 4, he did just enough. He did just enough to move the chains.
That's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described. And he was able to do just that.
They'll run with Scott. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Heineke. Caught by Tremble. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
So many times in my career, coaches talk about completions or everything. If we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41. Here's Scott. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down. From the 38, Heineke. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Heineke now. Got a man, that's Richie James. And he is going to have the Panthers first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Heineke. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to get the football back at their own 17. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
2nd down. Here's Mostert again. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. On 3rd down, Brissett. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Second catch for the day. The first down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. On first and 10, Brissett. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. To throw again on second down. Brissett, it's complete to Parker, left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Again, it's Brissett. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
On second and 12, Brissett. Open receiver here, complete, it's Parker. And he's going to have the first down as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line. Brissett sets to throw it. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the... Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And a first and goal coming up here inside the 10-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. The Texans with the football here late in this first half. And following the turnover, they'll look to take the lead here as they start with a first and goal. Brissett now. And he'll go down. Brought down in the 20-yard line. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. To try again after the sack. Brissett. And he's got it. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's third and goal. Now Brissett. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Odell Beckham. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Well, someone has a sense of the dramatic here, don't they? Scoring this late in the half to take the lead going into the locker room.
Now they just don't want to misstep misfortune on the next kickoff because there's still a little bit of time left on that clock.
Yeah, you do have to bring that up, don't you? In the NFL, every play is critical. And if you give up something cheap there, all that advantage they just gained goes right out the window.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is now 10-7. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis. And it's the Colts on top as that one approaches halftime. Sam Ehlinger throwing the football well. He has 3 touchdown passes. From there, we head to Minneapolis to check on the Vikings at home at US Bank Stadium. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting Cleveland Browns. Kirk Cousins has thrown a touchdown pass. Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium to see what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford. And it's the visiting Jets who have the lead in that one. Elijah Moore, a touchdown reception. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in the first half for the Texans. And you can see they've started the season with a focus on the running game. And it served them well in the opener so far. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they did even less on the ground as they've struggled to get the run game going.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. And the Panthers ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
On 2nd and 11 now. Heineke. James has got it. Complete. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Heineke from the gun on 3rd down. To the right side, and he's got more. Complete. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for Carolina. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Fielded at the 20. 43 yards on the punt. 7-yard return. Here's the Texans offense now readying for their first possession of the second half. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Brissett's throw taken in by Collins. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
On the handoff, this is Mostert. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Second down, here's Mostert again. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took it past the boundary, and it's 4th. On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15. On 3rd down, Heineke. He finds his man, complete. That's James. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing. Heineke. He's got the connection to Moore. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Heineke. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd and 1, here's Heineke. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's James. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. Now Scott. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. Now Heineke out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
Yeah, this defense as a whole has really been flying to the football all game long. They have not allowed too much of anything, and here's another example. A great play there to get in and disrupt it before it could get going.
From the gun, Heineke. Throw left side complete. That's Moore. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 31-yard line. On the carry, this is Scott. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Play action now. Here's Heineke. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Off the play fake, Heineke steps away. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Now here's the Panthers special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will mount us up at 10. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you're going to give up a field goal. You did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes. You don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out comes Houston. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. From the 24, Brissett. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they work this well upfield across the 45. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. From just shy of midfield, Brissett. That's swung out to Mostert. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense played a great attack. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back to the running game with Mostert. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Brissett. And it's incomplete. Took a shot. Couldn't connect. They'd love to get a little closer if they need to kick the field goal on 4th down. From this spot, it's 46 yards. Flush to his right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to break our 4th quarter tie. Butker's kick here is good, and they will take the lead at 13-10. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Heineke toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now Heineke. And he will find Scott on the right side, complete. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. In that play, it wound up losing yardage.
The offense on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. To throw is Heineke. That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, to watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
On 1st and 10, Heineke. Open man left side. It's the tight end, Trimble. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. Couple of 1st downs on the drive already. As they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Heineke again. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Heineke. Over the middle, that's caught by Scott. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Heineke now. And that will be incomplete. Here's Johnny Hecker now. He's been terrific so far. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Brandon Cooks trots back onto the field with the rest of this Texan offense. He's been a load for them to handle defensively, I know that much.
But look at him. He's got 7 catches on the game, and he's starting to shred them a little bit because not only is he catching them, he's picking up good yardage, keeping the chains moving, ball control, you name it. This big guy, what did you say? He's been a load for them to handle?
That's right.
Agreed.
7 catches, as you said, over 100 yards. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Heineke throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Heineke to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw, Heineke. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
And here comes the Texans now. And they look to cash in. Excellent field position. 4-yard line, 1st and goal. Mostert is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and goal, Brissett toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. This is caught. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. They'll try it now with Mostert. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Raheem Mostert. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Texans will add to their 4th quarter lead. Well, this defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
Butker now to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Raheem Mostert. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Working out of the gun. Here's Heineke. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play. Get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken at the goal line. The Carolina offense about ready to go. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. That's complete downfield to James. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Heineke on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. To throw again on second down. Heineke. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Now Heineke on 4th down. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. That would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down. They're over on the bench right now feeling.
Second down, here's Mostert again. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Brissett from the gun on 3rd. Open man there is Collins, complete. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, 40 yards. And the Texans are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Charles, a well-drawn-up play, beautifully executed, and look at the scoreboard and where we're at in the second half. They are on their way to a 1-0 start to this season.
Exactly what every team in the league dreams of. Winning your season opener, getting off to that good start, and building confidence for the rest of the season.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 40, right around the 39, so solid starting field position. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
He's got his man downfield. It's Robinson. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, down at the 31. Flushed out right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Heineke got an open man. It's Scott. And he is going to lose yardage here. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. From the gun, Heineke. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
10-yard gain.
Heineke to throw for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And this Texans defense stands tall. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, If they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's third down. They'll try and run here with Mostert. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be getting a...
Yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week one, and one of our early window games here in week one on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between week 1 and week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Texans, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they obviously fall to 0-1.